I think feminism our society. So if you're bringing to the table money, food, shelter, I need to bring to the table kids, being a mother, taking care of the house, cooking. Religion is a great thing, but when it becomes radicalized and extreme, it's dangerous. So feminism is the same thing. We are all equal in more sentimental things, but in societal things, we are not equal. Like your comment section is going to be like, she's old school, she's a hypocrite, etc. I'm not. Idea of like, I don't need anybody and feminism and not, I don't believe in at all. In fact, I think feminism our society completely. And the idea of being inherently completely independent and not having to get married and have kids and not having the male and female dynamics in the home where the man is a provider and a breadwinner and the woman is a nurturer. I don't believe in people who think that that's not true. I think women are nurturers. Yes, they should go to work and have their own life and be independent, but to a certain extent, they should also be ready to take on the role of being a mother and a wife and a nurturer, just like a man should be ready to take a role of being a provider and a breadwinner and a father and a husband. I believe totally on this. We call it old school, traditional way of thinking. I think I call it the normal way of thinking. It's just feminism a little bit and made us really excited about this whole like freedom and liberation and everyone's equal. We are all equal in more sentimental things, but in societal things, we are not equal. I think everyone plays their role.
I've dated a couple of girls who were feminists and there was a lot of differences between the two. Mm-hmm. One of them, her career wasn't moving forward very quickly. Mm-hmm. And my experience there with her was negative.
Interesting.
The other one, her career was moving forward and she was also a feminist. And both would like lecture me about where they thought I was going wrong. Mm-hmm. Sure. And I'd take it from both. But with the good one, she would lecture me from a place of love and nurturing.
Interesting.
With the one who's intense to deal with, she would compete with me a lot.
So do you notice that this has similarity to religion? That religion is a great thing, but when it becomes radicalized and extreme, it's dangerous. So feminism is the same thing. Feminism inherently on the base level is great. The foundation of it is great. I also, advocate for women's rights. I also want girls to go to school. I also believe in all these things. However, when feminism becomes radical, which is what has happened in the last 15 to 20 years, it's dangerous for the society. And now the society and people are seeing the repercussion of this radicalization of feminism. Families are suffering, kids are suffering, women's mental health is suffering. It's almost like what is happening right now is that, when you shake a Coke bottle and then you open it and it goes, phew. So this is happening right now. And people are fed up. People are tired. People are having immense anxiety. They don't understand. It's because they've been in this dog race. When they're not meant for this dog race. Now people want to be in their soft girl era. People want to be in their feminine energy. People want to find themselves. So there's a lot of epiphanies happening right now. A lot of men now have also been brainwashed in the feminism era who are like, oh, all right, cool. You want equality? All right, let's be equal in everything. Let's be equal in the protection department, in the providing department, in the home, in the emotional department. Now men want to compete with women in everything, which is wrong. I think everyone needs to play their role. If a man can work on being more of a provider and more of a protector, the women then need to focus on being more of the nurturers. Everyone brings something to the table. So if you're bringing to the table money, food, shelter, I need to bring to the table kids, being a mother, taking care of the house, cooking, etc., etc. Because if we're both bringing the same thing to the table, then who's going to bring the other stuff? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But this is, of course, a very old school traditional way of thinking. But I believe in this, and I think it's coming back.
I think every guy, at least that I know, also believes in what you're saying.
Even girls, trust me, even girls. Eventually, when girls start going out in the workforce and they struggle and they hustle and they see how crazy the world is, and they get older and they become more mature and they see life experiences, they start to realize what's more important. They start to realize what role they want to play, what they're more happier doing. They start to be more in touch with their hormones, with what biology says, right? There's one thing what the TV says, what the society says, and then what your body and what your chemicals and your system is telling you. Our system tells us to be nurturers, whether we like it or not.
It's very cool that Nora Fateh is saying this.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to disagree with me. Like, your comment section is going to be like, she's old school, she's a hypocrite, etc. I'm not. I genuinely believe what is a fact. Which you decide to do with your life, wo to alag baat hai. That's a different story. But what is a fact is a fact.